Judy Weldon.
Mr. Chair and members, let me present to you SB 47. This is a rather straightforward, a rather simple bill. Currently, the state of California has a ban on assault rifles, assault weapons, and unfortunately, because of a loophole in that particular bill, we have found that there are, in fact, weapons that are out there that skirts that particular ban. And so what this bill will do is to basically close that particular loophole. And the way in which this bill will do that is to just simply clarify that if firearm has a detachable magazine and any of the prohibited feature, that the firearm in question is in fact an assault weapon. And with that, urge an aye vote.
Thank you, Senator.
Sir, next witness, please, 2 minutes.
Mr. Chairman and members, Sam Paredes representing Gun Owners California, and we've got all kinds of problems with this bill. Number one, I do believe that Mr. Worley and I are the only two people in this room who were here when this bill was actually being discussed at the beginning of the assault weapons ban phenomenon. And the discussion included absolutely, this is not a loophole, as has been pointed out by the author and many people who support their bill. The use of a tool to remove a magazine was something that was specifically discussed in the legislative process, was specifically discussed in the regulation making process, and it specifically included the use of a bullet tip or a cartridge as a tool, defined it as a tool in order to be able to remove the magazine. There was no misconception about using a tool to be able to remove a magazine in order to load another one. There is no loophole here. That was a part of the discussion, and I think it's important that we keep honestly to what the discussion was that drove this bill in the first place. Number two, these guns are not used in the commission of a crime in California. The reports put out by the Department of Justice that are mandated by the state legislature show that these guns are not, bullet button guns are not used in commissions of a crime. What do we know, though? In California, 300 times a day, law-abiding citizens use all manner of firearms to defend themselves in their homes. As a matter of fact, year after year after year, it has proven out nationwide and in California that there are far more lawful uses of self-defense with the use of a firearm amongst law-abiding citizens than there are even with police. Those are facts. And that's what we need to be talking about. This bill will only take away firearms from people who have completely abided by the law and are not a part of any criminal element in the state of California. For that and a whole bunch of other reasons, we are in strong opposition. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Mr. Chair, and with all due respect to the opposition, let me just tell you exactly what happened. The reality is that there is a ban on assault weapons. Part of it had to do with the fact that there were these weapons could easily, you can remove easily a magazine, thereby having a tremendous firepower within these particular weapons. And so the opposition is correct. There was an accommodation made. The accommodation was that if you use a tool in order to remove that magazine, then it would in fact be legal. And what happened? What happened? What happened was that the gun community decided to go around that particular exemption to make it easy, to make it easier to remove those magazines. So for all intents and purposes, it nullified the assault weapon ban. That is what they're not telling you. They can shake their head and whatever. Read the record, and I'll help you read it if you need me to. So the reality is that there is a loophole in this particular ban, and all this bill does is to simply close that particular ban. If you want to abide by the law, then you ought to abide by the law. Now, if you want to violate the law, go ahead and violate the law. But this bill is about being a law-making society. Respect the law, and that's what this bill does. Urge and I vote.